Welcome to the Dawn Edition, where fun and education become one. Join the Dawn Edition tribe to stay ahead of the curve with exclusive content, exciting discoveries, and a community that's all about social and political. Because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button and be part of the journey.
In a continent rich with history, culture, and opportunity, two political giants are at odds. Their rivalry, rooted in a complex history of power, governance, and geopolitics, has captured the attention of Africa and the world. This is the story of President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa versus President Paul Kagame of Rwanda, two leaders with visions for their nations and an unspoken tension simmering beneath the surface. South Africa and Rwanda, two countries on the African continent, each with a rich history, but their paths have diverged significantly over the years. South Africa, known for its fight against apartheid and the rise of Nelson Mandela, has evolved into a symbol of democracy and economic potential. Rwanda, under Kagame's leadership, has transformed from the devastating genocide of 1994 to a modern, tech-savvy, and globally admired nation. But these successes haven't come without their challenges. Cyril Ramaphosa, a former trade unionist and businessman, took office as president of South Africa in 2018. He came into power with promises of economic reform and a new era of prosperity for the Rainbow Nation. But his tenure has been marked by challenges: economic stagnation, corruption scandals, and deep divides within his party, the ANC. Meanwhile, Kagame, who's been in power since 2000, has built a reputation as an effective leader, transforming Rwanda from the ashes of a devastating genocide into one of Africa's fastest-growing economies. Yet, his government's authoritarian tendencies and his extended time in power have raised serious concerns about his political future and his commitment to democratic principles. Despite their achievements, tensions between Ramaphosa and Kagame have begun to surface. While both leaders are seen as champions of African unity and Pan-Africanism, they have occasionally clashed over regional politics, economic interests, and differing leadership styles. Ramaphosa, as the head of Africa's most powerful economy, has been a vocal advocate for multilateralism and the need for democratic governance across the continent. His approach, however, has been more conciliatory, seeking to balance diplomatic ties, often at the cost of standing firm on some issues. In contrast, Kagame is known for his decisiveness and no-nonsense attitude. He's a leader who doesn't hesitate to make bold moves, even if it means ruffling feathers. Kagame's leadership style is often seen as more authoritarian, which has earned him praise for stability, but also criticism for suppressing political opposition and press freedoms. Their differences came to the forefront during discussions around regional security and economic partnerships. South Africa, with its large-scale infrastructure projects and strategic trade ties, has often been critical of Rwanda's aggressive foreign policy. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying this, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out, especially in the Great Lakes region. Rwanda's involvement in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, has been a particularly sensitive issue, with allegations of supporting rebel groups, a topic that Ramaphosa and the African Union have repeatedly sought to address diplomatically. The tensions between these two leaders aren't just limited to high-level diplomacy. Back home, both countries are grappling with their own political challenges. Ramaphosa faces pressure from his own party and the South African public over corruption scandals and the slow pace of reform, while Kagame faces criticism for his increasing authoritarian rule and the limited political space available to opposition voices. At the African Union, both presidents have sought to influence the direction of the continent's political and economic future. Ramaphosa's vision for an Africa of inclusive growth and social justice often clashes with Kagame's more top-down approach, which emphasizes strict governance and swift decision-making. As Africa's political tensions unfold, the question remains, what does this mean for the continent's future? The rivalry between Ramaphosa and Kagame is more than just a clash of personalities. It's a reflection of the broader challenges facing Africa today. Can Africa find the balance between democratic governance, economic growth, and political stability? Or will leaders like Ramaphosa and Kagame continue to shape the continent based on their own visions, sometimes in opposition to one another. Despite their differences, both leaders are acutely aware of Africa's potential and its global significance. As they navigate this delicate political dance, the stakes are higher than ever, not just for South Africa and Rwanda, but for the future of the entire continent. That's a wrap, folks. If you had a good time, or maybe even learned something new today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Stay tuned for more political banter, debates, and of course, some fun along the way. Your support keeps this conversation going. See you in the next one.